Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. If you clicked on this video, then you already know we're about to peel back the glossy idol image and look a little closer at one of the most admired stars in Korea today. Yes, we're talking about Cha Eun-woo. The face genius, the polite gentleman, the flawless idol actor, everyone seems to agree is too perfect to be real. But here's the question I want you to sit with as we get into this. What if the version of Cha Eun-woo we usually see is only half the story? Today, we're unmasking Cha Eun-woo, not to tear him down, but to understand the rarely exposed truths about him that fans almost never get to see. And trust me, some of these might surprise you. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and as always, drop your thoughts in the comments because I really want to know which of these truths hits you the hardest. Let's start with the biggest misconception, that Cha Eun-woo has always been confident. From the outside, it looks like confidence comes naturally to him. Perfect visuals, top-tier education, successful idol career, and a steadily growing acting portfolio. What's there to be insecure about, right? But behind closed doors, Eun-woo has openly struggled with self-doubt. He's spoken in interviews about feeling like he doesn't measure up, especially early in his career, when people focus more on his looks than his talent. Imagine working just as hard as everyone else, but constantly wondering if people only see your face and not your effort. If you've ever felt underestimated or boxed into one label, you might relate more to him than you think. Now let's talk about something fans rarely notice, how emotionally reserved he really is. Cha Eun-woo is warm, polite, and respectful on camera, but he's not someone who easily opens up. People who've worked closely with him describe him as quiet, observant, and someone who carries a lot internally. He listens more than he speaks. That means when he does talk about his feelings, it's usually after he's thought long and hard about them. Does that make him mysterious, or does it make him human? Let me know what you think. Another truth that doesn't get enough attention is how much pressure he puts on himself. Eun-woo isn't just trying to succeed. He's trying not to disappoint his members, his fans, his family, his agency. That kind of pressure can be heavy. There have been moments where he's hinted at exhaustion, both physically and mentally, but still shows up smiling because that's what's expected. Think about that for a second. How many times have you smiled through stress because you didn't want to let anyone down? Here's something else fans almost never see, his fear of failure. Despite all his success, Cha Eun-woo has admitted that he's constantly worried about making mistakes, especially in acting. Early criticism about his acting skills hit him harder than many people realized. Instead of brushing it off, he took it to heart. He studied more, practiced more, and pushed himself harder. That's not arrogance. That's vulnerability mixed with determination. And honestly, that's a side of him that deserves more respect. Let's switch gears for a moment and talk about loneliness. Yes, even someone as popular as Cha Eun-woo experiences it. Idol life is busy, loud, and full of people, yet it can be incredibly isolating. Eun-woo has mentioned missing simple things: casual hangouts, long conversations without cameras, and time where he doesn't have to be on. Fame gives you attention, but it also takes away privacy. Would you trade your quiet moments for constant spotlight? Be honest in the comments. Another rarely exposed truth is how deeply thoughtful he is. Eun-woo is known for being academically gifted, but intelligence isn't just about grades. He thinks deeply about his words and actions, especially when it comes to fans. He's careful not to promise things he can't keep. He's cautious with emotions because he understands the influence he has. Some people mistake that caution for distance, but in reality, it's responsibility. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the perfect image. Cha Eun-woo is very aware of it, and it's both a blessing and a burden. Being labeled perfect leaves little room for mistakes. One misstep, one bad day, and suddenly the internet is shocked. That pressure to maintain an image can be suffocating. Behind the scenes, he worries about how every action will be interpreted. Can you imagine living like that every day? There's also a softer truth that fans don't talk about enough: Cha Eun-woo's sensitivity. He's more emotionally affected by words, good or bad, than he lets on. Harsh comments stay with him. Criticism lingers, but instead of reacting publicly, he internalizes it and tries to improve. That quiet strength is something many people overlook. And And finally, here's perhaps the most important truth of all. Chan-woo is still figuring himself out. Despite everything he's achieved, he doesn't see himself as done or complete. He's growing, learning, and evolving, just like the rest of us. The difference is that he's doing it under a microscope, with millions watching every step. So let me ask you this. After hearing all these rarely exposed truths, do you see Chan-woo differently now? Does knowing his struggles make you admire him more, or does it make him feel closer, more real? Drop your thoughts below. I read them all, and I genuinely want to know. If you enjoyed this deeper look beyond the spotlight, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unfiltered stories about your favorite stars. Until next time, remember, even the brightest stars carry shadows, and that's what makes them human.